Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
I'm the new doctor. What can I say?
What's up, Phillip?
Sorry, you have a penis.
What's up, Beef?
Hi, I'm brought to you by the good people at Ford, the motor car company, and at Walmart.
All right.
Oh, not going to rest this time?
What's up, Connor?
Very good.
All right. So, Gambit is going to be a sex comedy, huh?
Is this the one with Channing Tatum?
Yeah.
Not worth watching, then, is it, really?
And it's delayed till Valentine's Day 2020, and it's like an American Pie version of The Mutants with Gambit in New Orleans. So that's lovely, I guess. Mm-hmm. Just like the New Mutants, a horror movie, and Dark Phoenix is delayed, I guess, till June 7th.
They pushed it back.
They pushed everything back. It's like, wow, what the hell is going on? But that's the problem, is when they shuffle, then, see, that's what happened with Bad Samaritan. Bad Samaritan was going to be completely alone, David Tennant's movie. It was going to probably do fantastic. And then the Avengers had to move right in there. And then it tried to move out of there, but it was too close to Avengers, and it didn't do well in the theaters. But it was going to probably...
Bad Samaritan is a movie that has been like in production for the best part of what 18.
It's done. Time. It's out already. It's
yeah.
It's been,
no. That's it.
Yeah.
I've been following this running up to the Jodie announcement. I knew it was coming and in the offing and everything like that.
Yeah. Did you see it yet or no?
No. But I will do. I watched the trailer and it's one of those ones that's on my list.
Yeah, mine too.
Because it's sort of like it's got the other guy that David what's his name? Is it David Sheehan or whatever, the guy the other guy who's in it. I think he would be a good addition to the Who universe.
Okay.
But Marvel is a juggernaut. Nothing's going to affect that. So like I say, I don't think I need to. We don't need to give David Tennant credence to this. Insofar as Gambit is concerned, it's one of those ones that's just been.
So is Ron Jeremy going to be playing Professor X? Since it is a.
I don't even know why they're putting it out.
Ron Jeremy's got too much hair.
Why even putting Gambit out? Just to make money, I guess, because they're going to lose it all the next year after that. So it's
Gambit. Gambit's a weird one. Gambit's a weird.
Put it out.
Because I think Gambit is just it's
overkill, isn't it? Overkill.
It's look. I'll tell you what. Gambit is one or two. Right. It's Channing Tatum's personal passion project. But it's never going to come to fruition because there's too many things in the way.
There's also James Franco's Madrox, the Multiple Man movie, right?
I'll see it when I see it. These rumor things are always speculative. How long has Channing Tatum been associated with Gambit? How long? Was it like 3 years, 4 years?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The only one guy who I will say has been faithful to his cause has been Ryan Reynolds with Deadpool. And to be honest with you, there was no other guy who I could say could actually embody that character on screen. Because he has it in his own person, in the way he conducts himself, the way he is as a person, and everything like that. He's got a very sharp wit and very funny and everything like that. And he's followed this through. And it is purely his own passion for this that has driven it forward. Channing Tatum says, I like Gambit, I want to do it.
Yeah, that's just it.
Doesn't exhibit the same amount of commitment that Ryan Reynolds.
Definitely not. Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds has gone out, he's got the guys, he's got the funding, he's pushed this. He's a producer on the movie for the fact is that he has that much faith in the product.
They have so much faith in Deadpool 2 that they're putting out another version of Deadpool 2 in December, a PG-13 version, because it's going in the spot that X-Men Dark Phoenix was supposed to be.
Oh.
I think either that or something like that. No, not. Is it?
I know. Yeah, they've got friends. They basically in the same way, it's self-referential. They've got Fred Savage as a grown-up now to recreate his role from the Princess Bride, with Ryan Reynolds in the suit, actually reading him the story, doing the dearly departed Peter Falk. So yeah, but
there you go.
Gambit will never happen. Gambit will never ever happen. Sorry, guys.
Gambit, I'm sorry. Good as
Zip it up, put it away.
He's a side character, and it should be done. They should do it for.
No, Gambit is a good character. Gambit is a good character, but the thing is, there's no foundation laid.
Yeah.
So it's a case of
you got to build him up in X-Men.
He's like a buddy,
and then
he's like the second.
I'm more interested. I'm more right. Okay, Mr. 212. Where do you sit on your Dark Phoenix trailer?
I liked it. You don't like it? Yeah, I did.
I thought it was... No, I didn't. No.
I liked it because I like James McAvoy. I like Michael Fassbender. I love them as their roles as Professor X and Magneto.
Yeah, that's great. But I'll tell you what, there's so many cars flipping in that trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Put that against X3, The Last Stand.
See,
that's what I said.
Here's the thing. This is the first trailer. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't know what the second trailer is going to be like. This is sort of like... We didn't even get really a teaser. I mean, yes, it's a trailer, but usually we get like a teaser.
But you are... right, I will tell you this. You are a faithful. You are a guy who goes out to the Hypno Comics or Hypnotronic Comics and buys the books and everything like that. Yeah. You're friends with Dan Slott and everything like that. Yeah.
I'm not... Spider-Man, yeah. The X-Men books, I don't get all the X-Men books like I used to.
Okay. But you will agree with me on this, right? The Phoenix Force.
Yes.
And
there's a lot of things I don't agree with.
There's a Phoenix Force. It's what's it called? The Majestrix and everything like that. Yeah. It's the bird race. It's and everything like that. It's going to cross too many licenses. So basically what it is it's just Jean Grey goes bad.
Well, that's the classic story. But
no, it's not. It's not. It's the Phoenix Force is a cosmic entity that comes out from the Macron crystal and everything like that. So you've got the.
But they've changed. But they've changed.
That's it. It's the Shi'ar. The Shi'ar, which is
Shi'ar Empire. But that's not going to be involved in this.
Yeah, because it crosses too many things. So ergo,
too much money to have a space.
Crosses too many licenses and too many things. So then, what do? Basically, what it is Jean Grey goes bad.
Well, it isn't that it's crossing too many things. They don't have the budget to do a whole space.
They do have the budget.
Not 20th century. I mean, they're not going to do it. They're not going to. They're not. They already spent. They're not going to spend way more than they already spent on that.
They did Days of Future Past.
Yes, but again, they're not going to spend like Infinity War money for an X-Men movie.
No. But that's what. But
that would cost a lot to do that added like the space.
You've done Days of Future Past, which is
my favorite X-Men movie.
Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, and everyone else, and it's also got the new mob. So it's sort of like you're crossing the streams.
Yeah, I love that movie.
But then you get to then you did Apocalypse, which was a not great movie. If we're all honest with each other,
I liked it, but okay. Yeah, I know. I understand what you're saying.
It wasn't great. And then you go into Dark Phoenix because you've now established Jean Grey as an Omega level mutant. Yeah, but then it's a case of then she goes bad. But it's a case of it's not Jean Grey who's driving. If you want to be a purist, it's not Jean Grey driving the car. It's the Phoenix Force.
In the comics.
In the comics, it's not Jean Grey driving.
Not here, though. Yeah.
So what you need to do something to distinguish yourself from X3, The Last Stand, but you don't. You've got repetition, which is basically Jean Grey goes bad. You're talking another X3, mate. You are. Yeah. They've done reshoots on this already. They've already done reshoots.
Still doing stuff, I know.
If you're doing reshoots on it, then you're working from a position.
We've talked about that, right, Scott? We've said something's wrong. Something's wrong. Yeah, I know. We thought something was wrong too, and they kept going in there.
Yeah.
And they kept going in there, and
like
they're still going in there.
Sorry to burst your bubble, Mr. Matrix Lord 212, but I'm not got great hopes for X-Ray. Dark Phoenix.
The comics with the X-Men have been a mess for a while. They got too ridiculous where anywhere between the Phoenix Force had a relationship with Odin in many, many eons in the past to the Phoenix of the future is Wolverine.
If they wanted to do something, clever, then what they should do is they should make a Rachel Summers movie that crosses over with the Deadpool universe and have
Excalibur movie.
Well, no, just have like basically, we're young Cable.
Yes, the Asakani clan, Rachel Summers.
That's it.
Captain Britain, Megan,
Nightcrawler. No. Let's keep Captain Britain out of it because then that's what Marvel. If Marvel were clever, what they should do is they should pick up Henry Cavill to do Captain Britain.
Right. But they don't. Well, now they'll have the rights to it, but 20th Century has the rights to that now.
What's Captain Britain?
Because it's connected with Excalibur, connected with the mutants. It's all linked in that way.
They just can't use mutants, but
no. But I'm saying the license. 20th Century has the rights to that.
They have the license to the
until it gets switched.
They have the license to the X-Men. They don't have Excalibur. No, only those characters. It's the characters that they own.
No, because Psylocke is the sister to Brian Braddock, which is Captain Britain.
Yeah, that's fine.
So now they 20th Century. Well, Disney will have it in 20th
Then Betsy was supposed to be changed into
that's Psylocke. They have the license for Psylocke, not Betsy Braddock.
Betsy Braddock is Psylocke.
Yes, but that's when you have the essence of Betsy Braddock taken out and put in the body of an Asian woman.
But that was after. It was always Betsy Braddock was Psylocke. And then when Jimmy Lee drew in X-Men #1, it was right.
You can still have Betsy Braddock. You can still have Captain Britain in a Marvel movie. You can still have Betsy Braddock.
Yes.
Old school Betsy Braddock. You can do.
Yeah, we will. In 2021. When they have it. But right now they don't have the rights to do it. But that's another reason 20th Century Fox could have put a movie out like that. But they're not. They're doing a Gambit sex comedy, which is...
It won't happen.
I hope Gambit doesn't happen. Because I am one to believe that there's too many movies out there flooding the market.
There is.
And like I said, you go see Infinity War and it's like you're going to a funeral and you don't go partying afterwards, which there's Ant-Man and the Wasp. I thought it was bad timing to put Ant-Man and the Wasp out. Putting 3 Marvel movies out in 1 year is getting a little bit ridiculous, I think.
No.
You don't think so?
No. Black Panther was a movement.
It was perfect, Black Panther.
Black Panther was a movement. Black Panther was what you needed. Black Panther was Shakespearean to a certain degree because it echoed what you got. Whether a lot of people hated the first Thor movie, but you had Kenneth Branagh directing it. It was Shakespeare on the screen. And to be honest with you, there are mirrors between that and the first Thor movie. Let's not talk about the second Thor movie, but the first Thor movie.
I like Black Panther, Infinity War, but Ant-Man and the Wasp, I felt it could have done so much better if it would have been placed maybe next year. Because it's right after Infinity War. I mean, I just felt it was bad placed.
No, because you needed to have Ant-Man and the Wasp there. It
did better than the first movie.
It doesn't matter.
It's a success, and it's great, and it
doesn't matter.
Third movie.
Placement-wise, you needed to have it there.
Okay.
Because I'll back this up. This is not me being just like objectionable or anything like that. The reason you needed to have it there is because it's set up for.
I understand that.
The second part of Infinity War.
Yes.
And you need to have Scotty placed where he is for in the Quantum Realm for Captain Marvel, which is this is all about building into the lead into.
But it's kind of using that whole entire movie just for the end, just for that one thing. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it could have been by itself as something else, but you kind of use that movie to do that.
Yeah, but you've already opened the box because you've already put Ant-Man / Giant Man into Civil War, so you've already opened the box.
Right.
It's still a self-contained movie because then you're expanding the universe and bringing in, you're bringing Wasp into it.
My worry is like the fatigue, like Steven Spielberg had predicted. I believe that
there will be in the same ways that there were so many zombie things. There were so many that sort of thing. Everything is governed by cape movies.
I don't think 4 movies. I think 4 movies a year is pushing it. I'm not crazy about 3, but the thing is that look what Star Wars, Last Jedi, and then boom, 6 months later, which Lucasfilm did not want to have Han Solo out 6 months after Last Jedi. It was a Disney thing, and they took responsibility for it. That's what happened with Solo, and too much. Now they're just taking away 3 or 4 movies out of the blue from Star Wars because they don't want to flood the market with Star Wars movies. So that already, the thing they paid $4.5 billion for, Star Wars, they're concerned but Marvel, they're not concerned though.
No way are they concerned. No way are they concerned.
They're not concerned with.
No, they made their money back on that deal with the first movie.
No, but that's not the point. The point is that they lost money with Solo because they had to have it out 6 months after. They admitted it. The CEO of Disney admitted he made a mistake. He hurt the movie by putting it out that time. So now they're going to change their whole lineup for Star Wars movies, and they're not going to have movies 6 months apart. They're not going to have sometimes they might not even have a movie out for a year because they don't want there to be Star Wars fatigue.
I don't think it's fatigue. I just think that Solo wasn't a very good movie. Okay. It had flashes of good aspects to it, but it wasn't a good movie. And the thing is, you have a movie that will not spoil what comes after. Rogue One, you can watch that, and it doesn't spoil everything that comes after.
I liked Rogue One a lot. You don't like it?
It does not. No, I like Rogue One. It doesn't spoil everything that comes after it. The problem with Solo, and I will tell you this, is this. When you first meet Han Solo in A New Hope, you don't know him. He's an unknown element, and he goes off. He basically takes the bounty that he gets and says, "That's it. Thanks, guys. I've done my job. I've got you from point A to point B. See you later." And then he shows up, woohoo! Do you know what I mean? And everything like that, and helps Luke out while he's in the trench.
Yeah.
But if you've watched Solo, you know that he's good in the heart. Yeah, he has a moral compass, and that he will make the right choice.
Right. Which
then underplays and sort of basically takes that unknown aspect out of A New Hope. So you're actually you're undoing your character there.
Right.
Which you don't have with Rogue One. So that's the thing. That Solo is a flawed movie, and that's why it did not work. The best thing that came out of Solo, I will say, is Chewie and is Lando. You will, if you did a Lando movie off the back of that, the life and loves of Lando would work,
right,
based on what you got on Solo. But aside from that, as a movie, it's pretty disposable, and that's why it didn't work. That's why people didn't work that fussed about it, because it was a bad movie. Okay. And the thing is, we don't need to see a young Han Solo movie, because we know what a young Han Solo looks like. We've seen an old Han Solo. We've seen a young Han Solo. We don't need to see what a young Han Solo looks like because we've already seen that in Episode 4.
Right.
So that's what it is. It was a movie too far. It would have been better to have just done a standalone vehicle for Lando, or it would have been better to do a standalone vehicle for someone else. It was a bad choice.
Which they've never had that yet, but now they did with the movies.
But yeah, you don't get me wrong. You will get cape, and when this is tying it back and rounding back to where we started the conversation is the idea of hero fatigue and everything like that with superheroes. Yeah, you will get that. The way the world turns like this, the cycles, it will work and work and work until it starts paying money. There was a time where there were nothing but zombie movies. There was a time where there was nothing but westerns. And how long? Westerns had a great surgence in the sort of for a certain period of time. And all that, John Wayne, everything like that, Clint Eastwood, and everything like that. Then in the 80s, where were there were really
Young Guns. There was a few.
Very,
in the 90s, as again, later on, it stopped.
Very few exceptions. Very few exceptions, but as in to have a market-wide perspective and everything like that, there weren't any for a very long period of time.
Yes, I agree with you. Also, horror movies too. There was a horror movie out all the time. Then there was a whole period of time when it was just hardly anything. Now horror, they're throwing everything out all the time, all of a sudden.
But even then, I think the horror thing has had its day. To be honest with you, because you had how many Saw sequels, how many whatever. Now it's it sort of advanced to where you had the Paranormal Activity, the Insidious.
Yeah, they got ridiculous.
The hauntings and everything like that. It does. It works in cycles that it was just like, this works. Everyone's going to jump on this.
Right.
The only thing is that the Marvel is the biggest show in town.
Yes.
And they do it well the reason that it has had the longevity that it's had is because they will do it in a way that it will be there will be a heart to it, there will be a point to it, and there'll be proper characters to it. That's why it's run as long as it had. That's why the Marvel phases running up to this has been 10 years getting to Infinity Wars. Has been that long because they have actually focused on it. You've had very clever things and they owe a hell of a debt to Jon Favreau.
Yeah.
But there will be probably a point where they lose it will be when they start doing just like spectacle over substance, while they are still having a proper message to be made and a proper story written and proper character to it. Then the wheels will fall off. But at the moment, you aren't going to get.
Well, that's what I'm worried about, because then you have the pressure of having 4 movies every year instead of 3 or 2, and then you have to have extra output. So. That's my whole point, is that if you do it the other way, where it's like 2 movies a year, 3 is kind of stretching it, but then you have a lot more time to develop stuff, and now you have
that's down to who they get to hire as writers and or directors. Yeah. Marvel are very precious about their properties, and if they don't like how it goes, if they feel that it is not going to work, then they will say, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure working with you for this period of time, but it's not going to work. Remember, who was supposed to be directing the first Ant-Man movie?
The Batman movie, was it Matt Reeves?
No, Ant-Man.
Oh, you said Ant-Man? Oh, right?
Edgar Wright.
Yeah. Yes.
And and he got up to there. They'd done work, they'd done filming and everything like that. But it was going in a way that they did not feel was going to be productive, that they did not feel that was going to work for the character. And they said, thanks, but no thanks. Now, obviously we don't know the ins and outs of it, but the final product you got with that movie was a good movie.
Yes, I loved Ant-Man, the first Ant-Man.
So they're doing something right.
Yeah.
They are doing it right, and they're being very precious about their properties. And that, what I will say, that's why you're going to see this for a long time. The point is, where they stop caring, then that. There's no evidence of that.
We get that with the comics lately, because lately it's more about board meetings and let's throw out money-making storylines and things that really have no points. killing off characters, bringing them back. It's like charging $10 for a comic or.
This is where now comic books though are taking the lead from the cinematic universe because, that's where everyone's seeing it.
Right.
Why do they want to go into a mom and pop brick and mortar store when they can see it on the big screen?
Yeah.
It's sad in one respect, but in the old days, you wanted to have the guys who were writing for the comics writing for the movies.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now you want to get the guys who are writing for the movies writing for the comic books.
Yeah.
That's what it is. There needs to be a working together. The print media needs to work with them. The movie media now.
Like if you go to someone who's watching the movies that doesn't read comics and they go into the comic shop thinking that they're going to read exactly the same characters from, it's totally unrecognizable. Like the Avengers are totally different. Wolverine is totally different.
Yeah.
Everybody's different. And I mean, Wolverine's got adamantium hot heat claws. He's got a connection with the Phoenix. There's all this weird stuff going on. Ghost Rider got Cosmic Ghost Rider saving baby Thanos. There's like weird stuff. I mean,
should come for the head. And
it's the Punisher, won't mind you, but it's nuts. So, and now we got Spider-Geddon, which that's a sequel to Spider-Verse. So, which, I just think sometimes too much of something, even with the comics, they're putting too much stuff out there. They're putting too many multiple covers. They're going to suffer from like the 90s when they just pissed everybody off.
With everything.
Yeah, they just pissed everybody off with 21 covers of one comic, and then they're starting to do it with a second issue and a third issue, which wouldn't be that way anymore.
So did you buy the Batman comic where he showed his winky?
No, I did not, because I'm not a DC guy. I don't get I did not buy the Untamed. No, I did not.
The Bat.
Unchained, Untamed.
Untamed, whatever. But I did buy.
In other words,
Bat with a D.
Yeah.
But I did buy the Spider-Geddon Zero, which is basically sold out a lot of places, and it has the continuing adventures of Spider-Man from PlayStation 4 in the universe. So, that
will you be going to see Venom in the cinema screens?
Yes.
It looks crap.
It does, but I'm
gonna have to wait till I get back from seeing it from Dad's to be able to do that.
I gotta go see it.
Are you going on safari?
No, I'm heading up to Old Bettendorf for Dad's 80th.
Wow, God bless
you. Where's that? Is that in Holland?
Bettendorf, Iowa.
Oh, okay. Is that a real place?
Yes, it is. It's close to Davenport.
Oh, okay. I've heard of Davenport. I don't know. There's a lot of F's.
Yeah. It's 1/4 of the Quad Cities.
Okay.
I'm totally confused.
It runs the course. If you look at the Mississippi, you'll see Davenport. I can't remember if you see Rock Island or Moline, but I know you'll see Davenport, Iowa, at least along the Mississippi, and that's where it is.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's cool. Has it got 2 F's like the Mississippi?
Yeah.
Has got like many I's and many P's.
That's right.
See, well, there you go. See, look, you see, it is a real place, but it's got made-up letters. What's happening there?
Dad's turning 80.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, that's nice.
Will you be taking him to see Venom?
No.
See, that's what you should do. Look! I tell you what, they're going to need that money. So take him to see Venom.
He's the type of person. Basically, now it's like he'd rather stay home and watch a movie than spend $15-$20 to go out.
Go much further down. I haven't spent that in a movie.
I know, but I'm just paraphrasing. That's his words, pretty much.
Buy him some brewskis and just put on a Western. Yeah.
Just to buy the pretzels, it's like $8. $8 for the little pretzel thing.
Wow.
A minute on the hips, a lifetime on the hips. Yeah.
It's like easy 50, 60. So that's just going with 2 people.
Yeah,
well, what you should do is get Sharon to go in and buy a ticket and then just go to the fire exit and just let you in that way.
Just wait. Better yet, just wait till winter. Carry all the snacks you want inside your bag, and then just buy the drink.
Do what Scott does. Put it under your hat.
That's right.
That's why he wears that hat. That's what it is.
Had,
he's got a family-sized bag of Skittles under there.
I miss when they had the promotions like in 7-Eleven and all that stuff where you could buy the collectible cups.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are you talking about the Star Wars glasses going back in the day?
Well, not just the Star Wars glasses. They did Iron Man. They did a whole bunch of the Marvel movies when they first the Phase 1 and everything. Now they don't really have that much stuff when they do these things. They don't have it with the Marvel.
We have something similar in the UK, but except what it is you get like different like types of knives.
So you can go back and go, we don't know which one of these guys stabbed this person.
Yeah, you get an Iron Man knife. You get we have a Scarlet Witch knife. You get a 13th Doctor knife for cutting vegetables.
She's coming to New York soon.
Because Chisholm's got his rest.
She's going to be here in New York for the premiere, right?
Yeah, she's there on Monday. You want to be going out and waiting by Madison Square Garden on Monday. You might see her.
I might.
You might have to be, I'm sick today. I can't be here.
I know.
I'm going to see the doctor.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I'm going to write me a note.
and then be standing outside Madison Square Garden. That's where she'll be on Monday, my friend.
I'm breaking out in
hives.
Yeah. I wish I could go. But great power comes great responsibility, I guess. So.
No.
Yeah. But,
crush them beneath your heel.
Right.
I have the most Doctor Who videos on YouTube. Find them and crush them.
Listen, as long as it's successful and it does well and we can do more of these casts. If it wasn't around, we wouldn't be doing these casts. So, you know, I mean, we'd probably be doing everything show, but you know, this
3 more years. 3 more years.
Well, the
4 years. 3 4
it would be nice if we're still doing videos for 3 more years. I don't know.
Sorry?
I said it would be nice if we're doing videos in 3 more years. But
well, no. I'm saying about Doctor Who. There'll be 3 more years.
Oh.
I think according to the thing, it's actually commissioned to 2022, right, or 2023 officially.
It's all to do with official deals with other countries.
Yeah, it's officially commissioned till 2023, I believe.
Yeah, there'll be an anime version in 2019. No, I'm joking.
So.
Right, okay. So what else have we not covered that's...
I'm glad that Netflix is still going with the Daredevil and all the Marvel properties, even though they're going to have the streaming service. We're going to have multiple seasons of Daredevil. I don't know if you watch Daredevil, though. You like Daredevil?
Daredevil, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Defenders. I've watched them all.
Punisher?
Yes.
And hopefully a new one soon, I hope. But we'll see. Not sure what it's going to be. Might be... They're talking about the Daughters of the Dragon, maybe? Right? Misty Knight and... Colleen Wing, possibly.
I reckon, maybe. I reckon.
Moon Knight. Or Ghost Rider.
Basically,
when you say Moon Knight, I have tingles.
I wish we could have a Moon Knight thing.
But like I say, I'm waiting for Runaway season 2.
I still have to see the first season.
I got to finish the first season. I started watching it.
Really?
Amazing show.
Got the first 3-4 episodes.
I have to get Hulu. It's Hulu, right? Just for that, I have to get Hulu.
Not exactly.
We don't have Hulu in the UK.
No,
you don't exactly have to watch it on Hulu.
Oh well, come on. I get
other streaming services are available.
That's how I've caught the Discovery. It wasn't exactly on their streaming service.
I still haven't seen the whole Discovery because I didn't like it after
what?
How many episodes?
Like I said, it got back.
The Orville's coming back.
It's not awesome, but it did pick up after.
Did you like the Orville beef?
I love the Orville.
Yes, Orville's very good.
Yes, give me Orville.
It's pretty cool.
I'm waiting for season 2 of Orville. I'm waiting for season 2 of Discovery.
Counselor Troy is going to be on Orville this season. Well, not as Counselor Troy, but
hey, look, as much as you dislike